What is up, everybody? Your boy the E-bikeguy. Today we got another review video for y'all, and today we're gonna be reviewing the Hitway BK10M e-bike. Now this is a folding e-bike, and it came. They said it was like a European version, if I'm right. But anyways, happy to get it in, and we're gonna be getting this bike out of the box. We're gonna be putting it together. Probably gonna be off the camera and everything, so that way we go in and see what it has and show y'all what it looks like. We're gonna get some riding footage in, see what comes in the box, so that way y'all actually know what this bike is all about. And then yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and take out that box, get right to it, and then I'll get back with y'all and see what's up with it. Also, though, to unfold this bike, to fold this bike up, so we have a little mechanism right here that we will latch, and then you have to kind of press this in. There you go. Now once you do that, then the handlebars fold down, folds down right there, and then you just undo this latch where it says open, and then that pops open right there, and you can fold that bike in half, and then you can use this as a carrying handle to carry that bike and put it in near a corner of your house anywhere you want. But let me tell you something about putting this bike together. And as you see here, let me go ahead and face the front of the bike. If you know the mechanism, the latch mechanism is right here on my 10 o'clock position, and then the hinge is on my 5 o'clock position. Once you get that right, that's how the handlebars is going to line up. Okay, so that's going to be the most difficult part, actually folding this bike in. Actually not folding the bike in, but putting the bike together to make sure that your handlebars and the stem is in line with the front fork. So I just wanted to show y'all that, so that way you can actually get this bike assembled. And it wasn't that hard. Besides putting the stem on, wasn't that hard. All you had to do is put the front headlight on, the front fender, and the rear fender. The rear fender is already on, but you got to attach the stays, the fender stays right there by the axle. And that was about it. So when it took the time to put this together, it wasn't really that long. It took about 30 minutes for me and my son to put it together, and that's about it. So this is the first time actually fixing to get on this bike and ride it, and we're gonna have the battery to put in, and now we're gonna get ready to ride. All right, so we got E-bike Kid on the Hitway BK10M. Got good brakes though, and I mean, he's so light. This thing take off like a bat out of hell. So what do you think? Huh?
I don't like that you have to pedal real hard to get up to speed.
Well, because it's only capped at 19, and we figured it out. So, so pedal assist is a little bit softer. So you have to go on full throttle, or throttle only to actually ride it, because the pedal assist is a little bit lacking. So, but anyway, so it is pretty quick. It is pretty strong, man.
It only goes 20.
I know. It's only capped at 19. On me, I did 19 miles an hour. So, but
It still does 19.
yeah. So I am familiar with this display right here. So what we're gonna do, we gotta insert our key into down here by the frame. It's right there by the crank, and then you want to just give it 2 turns, and that will actually turn the battery on. So we're gonna press and hold the power button. So it is in miles an hour. Usually these bikes that the company sends me already be in miles an hour, so I won't have to convert from kilometers per hour to miles an hour. So here we go. We got a nice clear display here where it shows our miles an hour. We got our pedal assist. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go, so it's not going to go on pedal assist 0. And then we have our miles. So we have our triple dome right there, which is all indicate that we have traveled no miles. So this is first time on the BK10M, and we're going to crank this bad boy up to pedal assist 3. So that is the max that we can go. And then we're gonna, whoa, okay. All right, so let me make sure everything is right. So Our handlebars is definitely not right. You want to get those tight. I don't know why it seemed like they had so much play. I hope I got it right. See, that's the only way to actually put it. So let me crank her down, because we don't want no play right there. Thought I had everything right. Let's see here. Let's give it one more latch. Let's see. Okay, that's better. All right, so here we go. All right, so let's let me see anyone. Yeah, hey, you want to race? Okay, so we got pedal assist number 3. So here we go. That's not bad. It's not bad right here. So we're gonna go down and ride just for a little bit. So nice, comfortable seat. Other than that, it does have some power to accelerate. Definitely not a complaint right there. This bike and some scooters, they cap set at 20 miles an hour. Now, when I do my reviews, I go by the power. I don't go by how fast they go. I go by how power. I go by the comfort. I go by the all over looks. You know, because that's what a consumer, if I'm a consumer, I want a bike, not just only looks good, but it's gonna perform good, okay? So every time y'all see that I'm saying, oh, I give it a thumbs up, basically the bike is okay. The bike is good. You know, there's some bikes that I review that are not as good. There's some that I reviewed that wasn't good at all, and I wouldn't recommend it until the company actually addressed that issue. Okay, so without that being out of the way, let's get back to the Hitway BK10M. So anyways, pedal assist, we're gonna talk about the pedal assist. So when you start the pedal, it's not as instant, okay? That's why I want y'all to listen. It's not as instant. So it's gonna take a couple of cranks to get that pedal assist to kick in. As some e-bikes that I reviewed, you make about a half a revolution, the pedal assist kick in, okay? But once the pedal assist kicks in, it's strong all the way until it reaches its maximum speed, which we have it right now on pedal assist 2, which is medium. Obviously, if I put it on 3, it's gonna go a lot faster. Might have pedal run out, or some people call it ghost pedaling. I like to call it pedal run out. We're gonna be testing the brakes. Some e-bikes have good brakes. Some e-bikes that I reviewed had bad brakes. You know, doesn't stop on a dime. So we're gonna go on the sidewalk and we're going to test out the brakes. They stop pretty good. Now, when I'm saying pretty good, when a car comes out in front of you and you have to stop, they're gonna do the job, okay? Now, there was some e-bikes that I did brakes that I did the brake test on, and it took a little bit while to stop. So if you get something like that, you're gonna have to get you some better brakes. As y'all know, I'm not a fan of metal fenders, okay? There was some e-bikes that I reviewed that had very loud metal fenders. No matter how much I tighten them up, no matter if I try to put dampers on them, on anything. These metal fenders, they do not make noise, only when there's sand on the tires and they bouncing up on the metal fenders. They make a little noise, but as far as going off-road, which I haven't did yet, but we will on the way to the football field. As a matter of fact, let me go on the sidewalk and see if they, you know, make a little noise. I mean, another thing too, the 750 watt hub motor delivers a ton of power, and that's gonna get you out of dangerous situations when you're in traffic. So, okay, so we got the brakes, we check those out. It's not making no noise and it stops decent. We got the motor, hit the throttle, the motor is climbing. We're going up a slight little incline. And it's actually come right out, didn't even lose a beat. We would just climb that little hill right there, I didn't even lose a beat. Like I understand, I'm 236 pounds, I'm a heavy guy, you know, 6'7". So what I'm telling you, that this bike is capable of pulling heavier riders, okay? So I got the rear pumped up by 18 PSI, the front at 20. I would like to see this bike do 28 at least. This will be a solid all-rounder bike. Yeah, I mean, acceleration is clean acceleration. There's no hiccups, there's no hesitation. You hit the throttle, it's gonna respond. That's what you want in an e-bike. You want an e-bike to respond to throttle input. So when it goes, when you hit that throttle, you want it to go. So yeah, so they're practicing right quick. I don't see him. I think he's over that way. Let me see. Oh no, he ain't got his uniform. He got a tank top on. All right, so we're going back to the house. Then we're gonna flip back up and pick up where we left off at the football field. I'm gonna go back home and then we're gonna conduct this review of Hitway BK10M. So all right, so what you getting out of this bike? Well, first of all, you're gonna get a reliable e-bike. You're gonna get a powerful 750 watt hub motor. You're gonna get reliable brakes because they're cable actuated instead of hydraulics. But time will tell. But out of the box, there's nothing, no problem to say. Now, if you want to nitpick, yes, it could use hydraulic brakes. Yes, it could use a rear suspension. Yes, it could use a bigger amp hour battery. Now, this is my opinion. Now, I would rather for the company they make this e-bike and this frame structure, because I did some reviews on e-bikes like this. I would like for them to have the key. So I would like the company to have the key instead of on the bottom. I would like to be somewhere on the side. Okay, I think it'll look better if they put it on the side. I know, or right here where the battery's at. You know what I mean? So that way you can you don't have to have this key hanging upside down like this. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the only gripe that I have about it. You know, so we're gonna turn that off. You can take the key out too. But in order to, you know, saying like, or if they had the key in like this, it'd be nice if you can take it out, you know, so you don't have the key hanging in there like that, you know. But that's just my 2 cents, you know. Another thing, I would like to have pedal assist to kick on instantly, like other e-bikes I review. It's a little soft, so when you pedal, you're cranking about 3 or 4 revolutions before you actually feel the motor kick in. Okay, so that's my caveat right there. The pedal assist a little bit on the soft side, and I would like the keys to be on the side of the bike. You know, other than that, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm not a fan of the metal fenders, but as me riding on the sidewalks and bumpy roads, they're nice. They haven't had no banging, no loud cowbell noise of the metal fenders. Like I say, I prefer plastic on e-bikes, but hey, you can't be picky. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm talking about. So hey, you know, that's why there's a lot of e-bikes, so you can shop around. You know, but if you decide to get this one, the BK10M, you decide to get this one right here, you're gonna get a nice bike. You're gonna get a nice sturdy rear rack. You're gonna get a nice powerful 750 watt hub motor. You're gonna get a nice display where it's easy to read, where you have a power button. You don't have all the confusing buttons to work with. You know, you're gonna get a reliable Shimano 7-speed shifter. For this, you're gonna have the shifter right there. You're gonna have the 7-speed cassette or freewheel in the back. You're gonna get a Shimano 20TZ derailleur. I have one on my bike as well. One thing we are gonna do before we conclude this story, we're gonna go ahead, or review, we're gonna go ahead and check the headlight out. So let's go ahead and put our key back in. Okay, I think that we just locked it. Okay, that's on. Okay, now we're gonna turn the light on. I'm gonna turn the display on. Jesus, man, now let's see here. I think you hold to turn the headlight on. Okay, so you hold the plus sign and then you turn the headlight on. So, or the lights itself. So it had lights on, tail light. Now let's see how it reacts when you hit the brakes. See, now that's what I like. I don't like all the blinking. I don't like all the crazy functions that the brake, it goes bright when you hit the brake light. So when you hit the brakes, you got a bright and you got dim. So that's how I like that. So that's a plus right there. Thumbs up right there. So anyways, I just wanted to see if the lights on the bike work, and they do. But anyways, I'm going to be concluding this review for the day. I should have more videos coming soon. So I mean, this bike is under $850. So if you go on my link on the go to Amazon, and you will find this, the Hitway BK10M, and you're gonna find it at a good price. It's a good deal for what it is. Okay, so anyways, so that is it for today's review of the Hitway BK10M. This is the e-bike guy, and I'll see you on the next one.